So into this video, we're going to be talking about this awesome cage that SmallRig has designed for the Sony ZVE1, and I am going to be giving away one of those cages to a lucky winner here in the channel, so stay until the end of the video to find out how. Now, from the first moment I got this camera, I knew that I was gonna need a cage. This camera actually is amazing, but it features a super shallow grip, and sometimes when shooting with some of the heavier lenses, you're gonna find yourself that it's not that comfortable to hold. However, I'm also gonna need a cage because I'm gonna be using external monitors and shotgun microphones and sometimes, a side handle. So for that, we are gonna need a cage. So in this video, we're gonna show you the brand new cage by SmallRig. The one that I have right here is the one with the grip because they have a version that doesn't have the extended grip. Also, we're gonna talk about some of the new accessories, including a brand new battery that has the charger built in the battery. So let's get started. These are some of the items that SmallRig has sent to me, and one is the cage that comes with the HDMI clamp. Now this one, like I mentioned before, has the built-in grip. There is a version that doesn't have it, and as you can see, it mounts through these two holes. So I guess you can buy the grip, later on if you decide. Also, they have sent me the selfie stick that also turns into a tripod, and it has a built-in remote control. And last but not least, they have sent me this MPF Z100 compatible battery, and this one has a built-in USB-C charger. So the battery itself has the charger. Let's actually begin building this Sony ZVE1 with a cage and continue from there. All right, so let's talk about the cage itself and some of the features. The first thing that you're gonna notice is that you have mounting options throughout the cage, galore, on the side, on the top, at the bottom, and on the other opposite side. Like I mentioned before, we have quarter mount thread right over here, 3/8 thread right over there. We have a cold shoe mount right there, another one right over here. And we have also on the side a bunch of quarter mount thread as well here. We have at the bottom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them at the bottom. And on the other side, we also have 3/4 mounts, and I believe that this one is for one of those handles with the locator pin. So now right on the corners, you're gonna find this lanyard-like type of mounting slots. And to build a cage, we are gonna have to do something first. So if you notice right over here at the bottom, we have this key, and this key actually is gonna allow you to secure the screws. And first of all, we're gonna have to loosen the screws right here because these tabs right over there, they actually connect with the tabs that stick out from the Sony ZVE1. So they actually go in. So my camera came with them pretty rigid, and if you try to put the camera like that, the camera's not gonna fit in. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to loosen this thing a little bit. So remove that tool, and there you go. Move them down a little bit, and you can always reposition the tool right here at the bottom. It's magnetic. All right, so now that we have done that, we can slide in the camera like so. And pay attention right over here. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we are going to position these tabs like I mentioned before, okay? And they have to be very snug in the hook of the camera. So what I'm gonna do is I like to do it like this, secure with my nail, and then with a tool, we're gonna adjust it, one side. Now, if you realize, this adds an additional 2 points of contact, which is, welcome when actually securing a cage to the camera, not only from the bottom one, and the bottom one screw is the one that we're gonna secure last. There you go. So once you're done, you can put your key right over there. Now, this is magnetic, but it's not very strong. So we have finally built the cage, and as you guys can see, this is pretty minimal. And like I mentioned before, you're not gonna notice much additional weight to your camera, which is one of the things that I like. Now, another thing that I forgot to mention is that we have right over here Arca Swiss mount as well. So you can mount this, in any tripod that has Arca Swiss compatible clamps, which is also welcome. So you're not gonna have to add the plate, and I love that. Now, the next thing that we're gonna be doing is I'm gonna add this little tiny handle, and this one I had it before. SmallRig didn't send it to me, and I don't think they actually have it on the site anymore. So I wanna keep the setup, as minimal as possible, so we're gonna be building this as well. To build this is super simple. We have one screw on each side, and we're gonna position it like so. And there you have it. Super small and light. Now the good thing about this handle is that it allows you to also put a monitor, and that's exactly what we're gonna be doing right now, so let's go. Now the monitor of choice is going to be this 4-keys monitor. I put the model right here on the screen, and I have it with a Canon battery, which is also smaller than those Sony batteries. And this battery gives me up to 2.5 hours of monitor life. So again, it's super light monitor, and I have right here also the SmallRig hinge for the monitor, and this one is going to attach like so. Now in this next step, we're gonna be putting the clamp right over there, and as you can see, there is a key, and you gotta make sure that you put in the right direction, and this is the right direction like so. And now we're gonna be plugging the monitor and continue to fasten the knob until your connector is secure. And as you can see right now, no matter how much you pull, your connector is actually protected and you're not gonna snap it like I've done in the past. So this is what the setup looks like right now with the handle, the monitor, the cage itself, and now we're gonna pop a lens. So for this build, I'm gonna use the 50mm f1.4, and I love this lens. I film a lot with this lens. And let me show you what the setup looks like with the 50mm, the cage, the extended grip, top handle, and the monitor. And as you can see, it's a pretty adorable build right now. Super compact, still light as well. And we're gonna weight the entire setup. And the entire setup is about 55.55 ounces. And in grams, this is equivalent to 1.5 kilos, more or less. Now the next thing that we're gonna be talking about is this battery right here. This one is compatible with the Sony ZV-E1 type of cameras, you know, so pretty much all the full frame cameras, Sony a6600, and even the brand new Sony a6700. Now the advantage of this battery is that you no longer have to worry about a charger, and even though you can charge a battery inside your camera, this one has the charger built in the battery itself. So you connect a USB-C cable, and we always, you know, have one of those handy. So this is one of the reasons why I love this battery. And for what I can see, I actually tested this battery already in my camera, and you don't get any warning, but we're gonna do that right now. Yep, as you can see, there is no warning so far, and you know, I can press the record button right now and the camera starts recording, no issues whatsoever. So the camera seems to recognize the battery with no issues, and that's actually pretty good. All right, so now this is pretty remarkable. I'm comparing both batteries and the specs seem to be actually almost the same. Now with the Sony battery, you have 2,280 milliamp hours, whereas with this one, you have 2,400 milliamp hours. So not only we have more battery life, but now we have a charger built in our batteries. Pretty awesome. So this is pretty much the dream setup that I've been hoping to find one day, and it is right here. Thank you to SmallRig for sending this one to the channel to review. And as you can see, this is very light, very handleable. And also, if you're planning to pack for, you know, video or a gig, this thing is actually really easy to break apart, and it's not gonna take a lot of space in your backpack. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I am going to be giving away my second cage that I have right here sealed in the box. And this one is the one with the extended grip and the HDMI clamp, so you can build something similar to what I have right over here. Of course, the camera is not included, but to participate is gonna be super simple. Subscribe to my social media channels, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Gaston Shutters. And of course, subscribe to this channel and comment below, because I am going to be picking a winner from the comments in about 30 days. And also, I wanna thank SmallRig for sending this product for review. I'm gonna list their links right over here so you can check them out should you wanna buy one of these. And until then, I'll see you in the next video.